Now, you have different form factors when it comes to your motherboards. The one that I wanted to bring up here is the ATX, and those are typically in the ITX, which are typically going to be your small factor that we talked about earlier in class today. But the ones that just kind of the extreme small factor will be your Raspberry Pis. Um, and in certain environments, a Raspberry Pi will actually be perfect for. Sorry, I had it somewhere. Here it is. It'll actually be perfect for certain tasks that we want to do in a building. So if we wanted to maybe have something what we call digital signages, where if you ever been into like a bank or a medical facility and they have like a billboard or something like that that's on the wall and it shows kind of just a only thing it shows is just a slideshow, right? And it just has different projections up there. Well, that's not having a cable ran back to the data closet. It probably has a small factor motherboard on there being able to be programmed to run that type of application on there. And so these are, as you can see, fit in your hand, the palm of your hand. And so it's easy to just take this to the back of a computer or a monitor, hang it up on the wall, and then be able to connect to it via Wi-Fi. Okay. So this is where your small factors will come into play.
So would that be like um us plugging in these HDMI monitors to our systems?
What do you mean?
Like you were saying, with the graphic cards and stuff like that. If
Mhm.
we plug in some HDMI monitors, would those type of
Like
um
the Raspberry Pis be able to run it?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Raspberry Pi is just kind of, I don't know. You'll be able to see that, but I have a laptop. It's a laptop that can fit in your hand. It just doesn't have a display port. I mean, a display for it. So, like you said, you just take that cable, run it into the endpoint, into the input that it has for it, and hook it up to any monitor. It should work just the same as any other computer. Okay. Now, on one end, we did see the in and out ports, but we also have the ports that we could put in fan connectors here. Um, as we already seen that it's so many different things that we could put in just the desktop, not necessarily our laptops, but just the desktops. Um, that more fans may another fan may be needed, or if we're gonna really get high speed and do a water cool system and have that type of system run through and cool our system as well. Those things need to get power. They are typically going to be on the edge of our motherboard. As we already talked about, my graphic cards could be, I want to say, just as big as a doggone some old school phones, bricks, and they hinge into place into those PCI slots just like memory does. So it's just a snap down. Make sure that we snug those things in place. Make sure that we have enough space so that fan can have a good airflow too. So we don't want that just to be compacted against something else, and then it doesn't give an airflow. It's going to run hot. You're not gonna, get the performance that you want. You might not even be able to have it turn on just because it's going to get that hot. Um, you got to think once you're starting to add this type of video card to it that has its own dedicated memory, that is going to ask that is going to ask that PC that oh, I'm sorry, that CPU card to actually work harder, process a lot faster. It's going to work that even more, so it's going to build up more heat in turn of that. So we just keep those things in mind when it comes to the airflow that we talked about the first thing in the class today. Could it affect the video quality? If we're talking about like fuzziness or showing the sharpness of it, so if it's downgrading to like a 2 point, not a 2 point, but a 240p, and it should be showing at a 1080p. So the question was if a computer running hot, could it affect that? I'm not going to say no, but I would tell you as a professional, nah, it shouldn't affect it. But the rabbit hole is there for me to want to jump down in and say, yeah, it might could affect it. And the reason why I say that is because if it's running slow, then it could be affecting the network that needs to have that clarity for it, right? So um if you have high speed internet or if you getting a good connection, then you should be able to clear out all that bufferness because that's what you're really seeing. You're seeing things that's not being buffered out, and then it's not being able to. If it was able to buffer it out, you'll see it clear all the way through, right? And you'll kind of see you see how sometimes when you're watching a YouTube video, it preloads like that gray part on the timeline. If it doesn't kind of like just constantly keep jumping ahead and ahead, it it could be the network is not that fast. So real quick, while I jump down this rabbit hole that you put me down, if you go to your um, favorite browser, type in speed test. So if you run a speed test, if you get anything over, I want to say 50 megs upload, you should be decent enough to go ahead and run any type of internet application. Now I got some Wi-Fi sixes up in here because again, I try to do everything that's based upon what I'm doing with Zoom. So with Zoom, I need the internet to be super fast all the time because at the same time I don't have cable, and we'll get to that anyway. I don't have cable, so everything that's running downstairs on a TV is running on the internet too. So I need everything to be um, super fast as much as possible. Now this number can also be 50 something, and then I wouldn't be able to Zoom with y'all. I would have to restart my router and restart the extenders that I got here too. Yep. So
So you
that's a little
said
nice.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Go
You
ahead.
said a good download speed would be 50.
I would say 50
Okay.
to be like no, well, upload. So when you
Okay,
upload,
gotcha. Okay.
well, I'm sorry. The download part is fine because that's bringing it to you. Upload is when you're
Right.
putting it into the internet.
Okay.
So the upload, I don't really care about the upload, but the download, I need
At least
y'all
50.
to all show me your picture as quick as possible
Okay.
and
Gotcha.
everything coming in. And it could be congested. And if you're having a congested network, in turn, you could have a fuzzy picture. So, long story short, it depends. All right, good question though.